From the very first frames, viewers are taken deep inside the crocodile leather processing area, where rough, still wet and smelling of mud, skins begin their journey of transformation into luxury handbags. In a space filled with steam and shiny metal, rows of workers in light blue uniforms, dark blue pants, white safety helmets and thick white gloves work rhythmically on the washing line. Under the soft, evenly distributed yellow light, their neutral skin stands out against the cold steel and the dark moss green crocodile skins being spread out on the washing trough. The sound of high-pressure water jets, the sound of pumps, the sound of water hitting the skin surface blends into a deep and continuous background sound. Like the heartbeat of the entire workshop, hands in white gloves scrub each brush stroke on the moss green scales. Removing mud, blood and remaining stains. Each skin is turned over and over, rinsed with water, squeezed out of excess water, hung on frames, and arranged in rows to dry. The light from above reflects on the wet leather, highlighting the regular scales, while the blue silhouettes move back and forth like a pre-choreographed rhythm. Water drips down the trough, flowing in a stream. The dripping sound blending with the sound of the fan and the water filter, creating the feeling that the place never really stands still. From the drying area, workers use their hands to smooth each piece of leather, dry it with thick towels, and carefully check the surface for any remaining impurities. With the same shirt shape, the same gesture, the same even dark skin tone, they do the same work over and over again. But each time they touch the leather, it has a purpose, to prepare for the delicate processing stage behind. When the leather is dry and clean, the story moves to another space, quieter, more delicate, but no less serious, the handbag cutting and sewing workshop. Under the warm white light, dark moss green crocodile leather is spread on a large cutting table. Workers, still the same figures in blue uniforms, white gloves, and neutral brown skin, gently place the paper molds, aligning them so that the most beautiful grain lines fall into the prominent positions on the bag body. The marking pens make almost no sound. Only the dry, decisive sound of scissors cutting leather resonates evenly, blending with the deep background music of the air compressor, vacuum cleaner, and fan. The cut leather pieces are stacked, the front of the bag, the back, the bottom, the straps, the flap, all have the same dark moss green color. the same natural shine of carefully processed crocodile leather. In the sewing area, industrial sewing machines are lined up in straight rows. Workers sit behind, their hands wearing gloves, their bodies wrapped in blue uniforms, their eyes focused on each needle and thread. The moss green leather pieces are joined together not only with thread and glue, but also with precision in every millimeter of the seam. Each bevel stroke is a needle that pierces the thick leather, creating a short but steady clicking sound, mixed with the sound of the machine running and the sound of the ceiling fan. Once the bag body is shaped, they move on to the stage of attaching the strap, lining, zipper, metal snap. And edge, all done by hand, under the same light source, the same arrangement, making each finished bag look like it came from the same standard mold. In the final stage, the dark moss green crocodile leather bags are placed on the inspection table and polished. White gloves gently stroke along the grain of the leather. A soft cloth wipes away the fine dust, and then rubs a thin layer of polish on the surface. Under the warm yellow light, the bag body reflects the light, highlighting the even, deep, and clear scales, the unmistakable mark of crocodile leather. Workers check each seam, each corner, test the firmness of the strap, the smoothness of the zipper, and then allow the product to be placed in the box. From the wet, rough leather in the initial washing area, through the hands of the workers who all always maintain the same style, the same outfit, the same sound and light environment. A luxurious handbag has been formed. Finally, when the bags are lying quietly in the box, the lining fabric covers the leather surface. The labels are stuck on and are lined up on the shelves waiting to be shipped. The sound in the workshop gradually quiets down. But looking back at the whole journey, people can still feel the continuous flow from the water in the leather washing area, the sound of the fan, the sound of the machine, the sound of scissors, the sound of the sewing machine, to the sound of the box lid being closed. All are associated with the image of workers in blue uniforms, quietly repeating the same series of operations, day after day, to transform a rough part of the crocodile's body into exquisite valuable items in the hands of the user.